Texas Congresswoman Beth Van Duyne. Congresswoman, great to see you this morning. Where do you stand on this bill right now?
Look, I was in a 19-hour-long markup in Ways and Means earlier this week. I'm supporter of this bill. This is a bill that is providing immediate tax relief to taxpayers. It's got no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. It's got tax relief for seniors, for our small business community. It's 100% immediate expensing. We're looking at investments in research and development. We are incentivizing manufacturing resurgence in our country. This is a solid bill. Is it a perfect bill? No. But I was one of 32 fiscally conservative members that signed on to a letter that told leadership it has to meet this criteria. We have to get this number of spending cuts if it's going to be this large of a bill, and we hit those targets. So this is a bill that is going to stimulate the economy. It's going to provide tax relief. We're looking at increasing the child tax credit. We're looking at increasing the standard deduction for individuals. This is a solid bill. Now, can we do more on Medicaid reform? Absolutely. Are we going to? Yes. Can we work with the White House on its rescission programs, meaning that we're going to cut the spend for this budget cycle with working hand in glove with the White House? We can do that. But I'm not willing to tank a bill that provides relief, that provides security at our border and an opportunity for increased economic growth, and is an invitation for private investments into our communities and into our country. I'm absolutely not willing to take this bill just for that.
Yeah,
Congresswoman, I mean, you and the committee, the House Ways and Means Committee, approved the package on Wednesday. But I mean, what's happened between then and now with some of your fellow congressmen? I mean, is this basically the negotiations by holding out threat that we see on most major bills?
This is a large bill, and anybody can find problems in a large bill. I'm one of many, and I very much sympathize with my conservative members, my colleagues, that they want to see more cuts. I fully want to see more cuts. Do I think that we need to have Medicaid reform? Without a doubt. There's so much waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicaid. When we think about all the able-bodied people that we are paying for their insurance, when we think about the people who are on our Medicaid program that are illegally in our country, we absolutely need to reform that. But I think we also need to be realistic about what this bill could do. And again, you're talking about securing our borders, you're talking about adding money to our economic growth and our economy, and working hand in glove with this administration that has set out a strategy to be able to bring further investments into our communities, increase manufacturing, have new trade deals. We have to get this bill passed. It is imperative. And to all my folks, in California and New York that are holding out with their SALT caucus, they have to be careful, because when you actually run the numbers, they are looking at it. If it's the numbers from the Tax and Cuts and Jobs Act 2017 is set to expire at the end of this year. If that happens, the SALT caps that were established in 2017 go away. However, so do all of the incentives and the benefits and the tax cuts. And at the end of the day, when we look at it, a family of four is standing to lose $5,000 if this is allowed to expire. Whereas if we put in what we think was a reasonable $30,000 cap, increasing it by threefold, if we were to do that, the average family of four in New York stands to gain over $1,700. So just looking at this as pure math, this is a win. We also expect that all of the incentives that we have as part of this bill are going to increase the economy far faster, far larger than the CBO's estimate. They failed in 2017 to recognize all the benefits they were going to get out of the TCJA. They fail again with this bill, and we expect to have more opportunities for private investments, larger gains in our economic growth, and manufacturing brought back to this country, which is exactly what we need.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.